Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fourth episode of Robbie T Interviews. For my guest today is none other than NBA 10-year NBA vet, Speedy Claxton. Speedy, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Robbie.
Anytime. How are you and your family doing during these crazy times?
We're doing good. We're just doing our part and just trying to stay indoors as much as possible and help stop the curve.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Are you doing anything fun to pass the time?
We actually got the house together, got my gym together downstairs, did some cleaning up around the house. So it's actually been a blessing in disguise for us so far.
That's good. Yeah. My dad's been doing work around the house. I never even knew some of the things he could fix.
Yeah, we got some projects done that we needed to, but we never really had the time. So now that we do have the time, we actually getting it done.
Yeah. Before we begin, I have a fun fact for you. My mom, aunt, and actually my buddy Steve Amento all went to Christ the King, high school that you played at.
I know Steve Amenta. He was a couple of grades above me, maybe two.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steve is a good guy.
He told me he used to lock you up. We all know that you ended up becoming a professional basketball player, but how did you get started in the game of basketball?
I kind of just got started. Well, when I was younger, my oldest sister Cheryl used to cheerlead for my CYO team, St. Gabriel's, and she was kind of, I guess, not my guardian, but I guess like my babysitter because my parents worked. So I used to have to go with her to cheerleading practice, and then there was a couple of groups of boys over there practicing, playing basketball. So I went over there, started shooting hoops with them, and they was about to have practice. Little did I know, and then their coach just asked me if I wanted to join, and I was like, "Well," I asked my sister if I could, and she said, "Yeah." So that's kind of how it started, and she would have to take me to practice every week.
That's awesome. So you play at Christ the King. What was it like playing for them?
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's a basketball-rich tradition school. They produce many of pros, D1 players, D2 players. So it's a basketball powerhouse. So it's amazing to be able to say I experienced that.
It really is. You play with some greats too, right? I mean, like Lamar Odom.
Yeah, play with Lamar Odom and Eric Barkley, both guys who also made it to the NBA.
Yeah.
So it was fun to play with those guys. Those are my brothers for life.
Yep, that's some stacked roster right there. Uh, when picking colleges, what appealed to you about Hofstra University?
When I had to decide when I was picking schools, Hofstra just stood out because first, Coach Wright, who's Villanova coach now, did a great job of recruiting me.
Yeah.
They showed the most interest, and that's pretty much why I picked it. They showed the most interest, even though I had some of the higher schools come after me later on in the process. You know, St. John's, Seton Hall, Georgia Tech, but I was just comfortable with the coaching staff.
Yeah. What was it like playing under Jay Wright? I mean, he's such a legendary coach.
It was cool. He kind of gave me the ball from day one and let me kind of play my game and showcase what I could do. So I will forever be grateful to him.
Yeah. What was like his coaching style? Like, what did he bring to the table?
A lot of energy and enthusiasm. He made you play hard every possession. Great defensive-minded coach.
Yep. We
And
all know
on
he's like.
offense, it was give Speedy the ball and move out the way.
We don't know what he's like on the court, but what was he like off the court?
Oh, it's fun, man. Energetic. He talks to everybody. Even if he didn't know them, you would never know that he didn't know them because he just made everybody feel comfortable around them. And that's why when he walks in the room, it just lights up, man.
Yeah. He sounds like a great guy. Well,
He really is.
what was it like bringing 2 championships to Hofstra and really turning the program around?
Well, you talking about one as a player and one as a coach? Because I only won one as a player. They went twice, back to back, in 2000, 2001. Well, but I was only part of the 2000 team. I had graduated, so I didn't play on the 2001 team.
Okay. Yeah, so what was it like bringing a championship as a player?
Oh, it was dope. I mean, to win a championship at the mid major level is
Yeah.
amazing. Because only one team from this conference goes to the tournament. So to be
Yeah.
able to be that one team is special. I think for me it was more special than winning an NBA championship, honestly.
Wow. That's a bold statement right there. Why do you think that is?
Well, just because the grind and the work we put in over the course of time, man,
Yeah.
to finally have it happen is amazing. Because most of the time when you win a championship in the NBA, you win a championship that year, but the grind might not have been there for a couple of years to finally get there.
Yeah.
Because because teams change so much. Whereas in college, you pretty much have a group together, and you guys kind of grow throughout the years, and that's why I think it was more special for me.
Now, in your senior year at Hofstra, what was the scouting process like for the professional NBA? Like,
Well, back then they had 3 pre-draft camps. The first one being Portsmouth, which they still have now. Then the second stop was they call Phoenix Camp. They had out in Phoenix, Arizona. Then the third stop was Chicago, which they still have. Um, so that's kind of like the draft process. I had first got invited to Portsmouth Invitational. I was very excited about getting that invite. But then my senior year, I had an exceptional senior year, and I kind of was able to bypass Portsmouth and got invited to Phoenix, which was a huge deal
yeah.
back then.
What was it
And
like hearing your name called on draft night as the 20th pick overall by the 76ers?
it was like a huge sigh of relief, man. It was like it was a dream come true.
Yeah.
And I got to experience that with all my family and friends, which was a special moment, something that I kind of will never forget.
Were you there in the room when you were drafted, or were you at home?
We actually had a little pre-draft party across the street by Hofstra. At this time, it was called Bogarts. They let us rent out the spot, so all my family and friends was able to come join me and watch the draft there.
That's awesome. So, moving into your NBA career, what were like some of your memorable moments while playing in your 10 years?
Uh, I would say first playing against Michael Jordan.
That's
Uh,
awesome. Yeah, he was in.
that was sick.
He was the Wizards, right?
He
When
was
you,
with the Wizards. When I
yeah,
played, he was with the Wizards. But that was a special moment. I obviously winning the NBA championship was a special moment.
yeah,
I would say, let me see, what was another special moment? I guess being runner-up to Sixth Man of the Year. When I was in New Orleans, we kind of got displaced to Oklahoma City, and I ended up averaging like 13 points that year.
yeah.
And I should have been Sixth Man of the Year. They gave it to Mike Miller, but he started a whole bunch of games, so that's why I think I should have got it because I never started a game that year.
Well, following you mentioned playing with Michael Jordan is one of your all-time favorite moments. What was it like playing with other great players? You played with them, and then you faced off against them. You played against Kobe, AI, Shaq, Garnett, Nash, and then you played with Tim Duncan, Tony
Yeah, I
Parker.
mean, it was a dope experience to play with some of those guys. I played with Tim Duncan, played with Allen Iverson, played with a young Chris Paul, played with a young Steph Curry. So all those experiences was dope. Not so many people know that I actually mentored CP3 his rookie year. That was my guy. We was best of friends
Wow.
off the court as well. And we actually still stay in touch now. Whenever I see him on the EYBL circuit, it's always love. We sit there and chop it up for a little bit. So it was dope, man. You play against some all-time to play against some of the all-time greats, Kobe, Shaq, all those guys, man. It was an amazing experience. I tell you, man, it was a dream come true to play in the NBA.
Yeah, I can only imagine. That's unbelievable. Only a handful of people in the world, You
Yeah.
mentioned you mentor CP3. He's doing amazing now in Oklahoma City. I think you found.
CP is a beast, man. It's funny because I actually, the last time I talked to him was last summer, right after he got traded to the Oklahoma City. So I asked him, I was like, yo, how you feel about that? He was like, yo, it is what it is, man. A lot of people are doubting me, saying that I'm done, but yo, he said, honestly, Speedo, this is the best I ever felt since I've been in the league, body-wise. He's like, yo, I'm ready to go out there and play. And you can see that.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, their record is unbelievable. Like, I think Billy Donovan, if the season continues, should win Coach of the Year. That's my opinion.
See, that's what CP does, man. He brings other along with him, man. He plays with so much tenacity and fight that you want to compete at that same level.
He's playing so well. I heard teams like the New York Knicks are looking to trade for him this summer. And it's unbelievable.
Yeah, he does a great job of getting the younger guys better, and that's why I think that's why the Knicks are trying to go after him, because they have a lot of guys
Barrett,
that they need a team leader, and he could provide.
Talk to me how it was playing under legendary NBA coach Greg Popovich, and ultimately winning a championship with him.
It was cool to play for Pop. Pop is a no-nonsense, straightforward guy. So he tells you like it is. But the thing I admire most about Pop is he treats everybody the same, whether you're the 15th man on the bench or Tim Duncan. He treats everybody the same. If Tim Duncan messes up, he's gonna yell and tell Tim Duncan what's what. And if you're the 15th man, he does the same thing. So that's what I respect most about Pop. Like he's straightforward, man. He lets you know your role, and he defines it. And if you play your role to perfection, most likely you guys are gonna be successful.
What was he like off the court?
Pop is a funny guy, man. You kind of tell that from how he does his interviews. He likes to have fun. Loves wine. Always takes guys out to eat on the road. He was a cool coach.
Yeah, he's great. What was it like to play in the NBA Finals? I mean, I can only imagine that atmosphere.
It was an unreal moment. I mean, to grow up and to watch the finals, watching Matt, watching Kareem, Isaiah, Bird, all those guys, and to actually get a chance to be on that stage and play in it is unreal. Me and my girlfriend actually watched the game the other day, and I was still getting goosebumps.
I can only imagine holding an NBA championship trophy. That must be amazing.
Yeah, it's funny because I actually just put on my championship ring this morning, and
Really?
I was looking at it in the mirror. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So let's talk a little bit about where you are today. Well, before that, let's talk about a little bit as you were a scout for the Warriors.
Yep. After I finished playing, they offered me a job in the front office as a East Coast scout. So I took that job and actually helped build their first championship team. So we drafted like Klay Thompson, Harrison Barnes, Draymond Green, traded for Andrew Bogut. So I had a hand in helping get them their first championship.
They should give you a ring. Jesus, that's amazing. How did scouting help you prepare to coach your game today?
Well, I knew I wanted to be in the locker room. Being a scout, you're not really close to the guys. I wanted to have more of an impact on the players, so that's why I became a coach. And then once Coach Mahalik took the job over at Hofstra,
Yeah.
I kind of met with him and Jeff Hathaway, who was the AD at the time, and asked to join his staff.
What made you want to get into coaching? Like just the love of the game, or?
Yeah, it's love of the game, love the competitiveness. I missed since I wasn't playing anymore, and the desire to help these young kids achieve their dreams and goals. Um, that's really why I decided to start coaching. And I know I have a lot of knowledge for the game, and it wouldn't be fair to the world if I didn't share that knowledge.
You sure do. Amazing career you've had.
I
Uh,
appreciate.
what made you want to go back to Hofstra? Was it just you wanted to coach at your alma mater?
Well, yeah, that's my second home,
Yeah.
and at the time it wasn't in the best situation.
Mhm.
So I wanted to come in and help build the program back up to like how it was when I was there, and which it
Yeah,
is now.
it is. Yeah. I mean, the amount of success they had in the last couple of years is amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, what do you see the differences of when you players when you played compared to now?
I would say the biggest thing is the athleticism of the players nowadays. Back when I played, I think guys had a higher IQ,
Mm.
was more skilled, but these guys are way more athletic. The game has really changed.
Yeah.
Pretty much all five guys are able to shoot the ball from the outside on most teams,
Yep.
especially in the NBA. But the game is evolving, man. And
It
that's a
really
good
is.
thing.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get back to basketball soon, though. I'm missing it.
Uh, and I pray for it every day. Everybody misses it, man.
I heard today that the commissioner talked to the Players Association, and they all want to move forward. So hopefully
Yeah,
we'll get a
yeah.
decision
Hope I think.
soon.
Yeah, I saw that, and I also saw that Adam Silver said that he was going to make a decision within like the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And hopefully they decide to continue playing because everybody misses it. We need it, and it'll be fun to see.
So Hofstra actually had another player go pro last year into the NBA, Justin Wright Foreman, selected by Utah Jazz. What was it like to
Yep,
mentor him?
it was cool, man. Justin is a great kid,
Yeah.
and that's one of the reasons why I came back to Hofstra to help kids like that achieve their goal. And I was very excited and happy to share that experience with him.
I mean, he was a human bucket, like you.
Yeah, Justin was good, man. He could really score the ball. If we would have played him his freshman year, redshirted him his freshman year, he might have broke the school record.
Yeah, that's amazing. In the future, do you want to become a head coach?
Absolutely.
Great.
That's the only reason I started coaching.
Okay, good.
Hopefully one day I can take over the Hofstra program.
Now, you mentioned before that winning NCAA, winning the American East Championship was more rewarding than winning an NBA championship. What are some of the differences between winning uh, a championship as a player and as a coach now at Hofstra because you won it this year?
Well, obviously I had more of a hand in it when I was playing,
Yeah,
but this year it was rewarding because I know how hard these guys work and how special it really is. And the way we lost last year, we won the regular season, but we
yeah,
came up short, and we actually didn't play well in the first half of last year's championship. To make it back again this year with pretty much the same team, it was special, man.
yeah. That's awesome. I was watching the game for you guys all the time.
I appreciate
Now
that.
Now I'm going to do something that I call the lightning round. I do with every interview. For the following questions, I just want one-word answers, okay?
Gotcha.
If possible. All right. Question number one. Hardest player to guard in the NBA while you were in the league?
Iverson.
Yeah, he was tricky. What was your relationship with him? Were you close or no?
Yeah, we was very close. AI accepted me with open arms from day one, kind of showed me the ropes
Yeah.
and what it is to be an NBA player.
All right. Question number two. Best player you've ever played against in the NBA or college?
NBA.
Yeah, no, but
Would
what
be
player?
like it would be Allen Iverson for NBA, and in college, it would actually be Eric Barkley, who was a former teammate of mine at Christ the King, but decided to go to St. John's, who was a big time player. Actually got drafted by the Portland Trailblazers as
Yeah.
well.
Best player you played with in the NBA and college?
Best player I played with in the NBA,
Yeah.
hands down, Tim Duncan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tim Duncan, and then,
My opinion,
and
he's the
then
best power forward.
yeah, remarkable. And then college, Norman Richardson,
Nice. Okay. Most impactful coach that you've had in your career?
Larry Brown.
Yeah, and what made him the most impactful?
He was a great X and O's guy. He was really good at making adjustments throughout the course of the game. He really had a sensational mind.
Yeah. Favorite sport other than basketball?
Bowling.
Wow. Really? That's
Yeah, I'm
awesome.
a really good bowler. I'm a really good bowler.
You have lanes in your
I,
house? No.
I did in
Yeah.
my old house. Almost had a perfect game. Missed it by one pin.
All right. Favorite NBA team to root for now?
Ashamed to say it, but the Knicks.
Okay. I'm a Celtics guy. Yeah, I love Brad Stevens.
Yeah, he's a great coach, man. Really
Yeah,
good coach.
I think he by the end of his career, I think he will be a Popovich. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Best defender at Christ the King.
Eric Barkley.
My buddy Steven Mentor was hoping you would say him.
He was good, but Eric was better.
And best interviewer in New York should be the easiest.
Gotta be you, Robbie.
Thanks, my man. Well, that concludes our interview. Thank you so much for coming on, taking time. You've been a great guest.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Thanks all for watching. And until next week, I'm Robbie Twyble. Take care, everyone.